Okay, cool. So we're gonna do some roller stretching supersets. We're gonna hit the muscle group with the roller, then we're gonna go over and stretch it immediately after. I love this technique because you can get a deeper stretch. You're pre-relaxing the muscle with the roller, and then you can get into the area a little bit deeper. Okay, cool. Starting on quads. So we're just gonna line it up. I have a towel here just to kind of use for my elbows. I was rolling on a mat, but it kept wadding up and getting in my way, so I just decided to go this route instead. Yeah, so just gently rolling back and forth. If you find an area super sore, just stay on it a little bit longer. Stopping shy of the knee joint, but you can go all the way up to the hips, so that's fine. Good. Good. Okay, so I'm gonna switch to rolling one side at a time because I can get in a little bit deeper that way. So I'm gonna bring the roller over to the right, use my left leg just kind of like a kickstand, but try to shift my weight over to that right side and just get into that quad. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Now I'm feeling it. When I had both at the same time, it was kind of like barely, oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, way more intense. I have a little bit more control this way too with how I direct my body weight to one side so I can hit like the side of the muscle. I can rotate my foot side to side to hit the sides of the quad. Oh, perfect. Good. So we're gonna stay on this side for another 30 seconds. So just if you find a hot spot, anywhere that just needs you to put a little bit more body weight and just stay on that spot, that's a great way to do it too. Oh. Rolling is a really great way to kind of counterbalance an increase in running, which we've all started recently, so this helps a lot. Couple more breaths. Good. Okay. Switching sides. So now I'm going to hit that left. Same thing. I'm just using that right leg as kickstanding. And I'm shifting my weight as much as I can over to the left side so that I can increase the body weight on the roller and get a more intense roll. Good, and again, playing with the positioning of the foot, I can access the sides of my quad. Good. We're gonna stay here for about 30 more seconds, so just if you have a spot that you want to focus on, feel free, just stay on that spot. Good. For me, I'm getting into the corner of, with the corner of the roller, I'm getting into my left hip flexor right now, which feels really good. Good. Couple more breaths. Good. Okay, cool. So now we're going to toss the roller over to the side. And we're going to start to stretch. So I'm just using the towel here so that I can reach over and just with my left hand, just grab my left foot and just relax in this stretch. Oh, so nice. Take a couple deep breaths, pull your foot a little bit closer to your butt. You can squeeze the glute on the left side, and that will stretch your hip flexor on that side, right there. Good. Now slowly let that foot go, and we're gonna switch to the other side. So you can turn your head over to the other direction, bring up the right foot, reach around for it. Good. And just relax into that stretch. And you can notice if your quads feel a little bit looser after hitting them with the foam roller. I feel like mine are. I can feel it. Good, and we're just gonna relax in the stretch. The other thing when you're stretching in this direction, it's hard to see with my positioning right now, but I wanna make sure my knees are staying close together versus bringing the foot out like that to the side. So I wanna make sure I'm just staying nice and in line. Same thing with my elbow, keeping it close to the body. Good. Take a couple deep breaths. Squeeze the glute on the right side, open up that hip flexor. Good, one more breath. Good. And slowly let that foot go. Okay, so while we've stretched our quads, this is a good opportunity to go into our hip flexor stretch. So you can use the foam roller actually to support you here as you shift your weight forward. Good. And just keeping you totally upright and balanced. Good. And reach up. You can grow tall through that left arm. Kind of hard to see, but. So I'm growing tall through the left arm. Good. Good. Now that the quad is more relaxed on that side, I can feel the hip flexor opening up a little bit more. It's like a combination lock. Everything is bound together and there's the tug and pull of the whole body, so systematically opening up the hips is so important. Good. Okay, now let's go ahead and switch sides. So left, I'm just going to bring the roller over to the other side just to support myself and shift my weight, keeping my back nice and straight, but shifting my pelvis towards my bent right knee. Good. Now I'm just going to grow tall through my right arm. Good, one more breath. Good, awesome. Okay, now we're gonna flip over and do a little bit of work on our glutes. So I'm just gonna sit on the roller this way. Okay. Bringing the right leg across. I'm just gonna shift the weight onto the right glute and start to roll it. This is always the tight side for me. I have a tight, like piriformis muscle up there that sometimes even is a little crunchy when I roll over it. So I always know I need to like spend a little bit more time on this side, so I'll start on it. Good, and if it feels good to you, you can come down onto your forearm and get a little bit deeper into that hip. We're going to stay here for another minute. So wherever feels good, just spend the extra time on there. If it's the hip, if it's the glute. Good. Couple more deep breaths. job. Okay, switch sides. Okay, switch it over. All right, now we're on that left glute. Oh, this side's tight too. They both are. They both need some love. My body's clearly not used to all this sitting. It's been kind of like developing all these weird sitting issues. Good. Rolling on it. You want to come down onto that forearm now? Good. Keep going. We're going to stay here for one more minute. Good. A couple more deep breaths. Good. Awesome. Okay, so now let's get rid of the roller again. We're going to come down. I'm just going to bring this towel right here. We're going to go into our lying down figure 4 stretch. So same as we were doing on the roller. Leg across. Press that knee, square the hips, and then reaching through. Good. And we're just going to pull the leg close to our body. Hi, Ursula. Ursula's turning into quite the little yogi. She does yoga with me now every morning, and she wants to be on the mat the entire time and climb on me and like circle around me while I do yoga. That's her thing. Good. Couple of deep breaths, and we're just going to pull a little bit closer. Good. Good. Now let it all tip over to the right. Arm out, or all to the left, sorry, arm to the right. Good. Looking over the right shoulder. Stretch through that hip. Good. Okay. Bring it all back to center. Switching it up. Figure 4 on the other side. Square the hips. Press that knee. Good. And then reach through. Good. Pull a little closer. A couple more deep breaths here. Good. Now tip it all over to the right side. Left arm comes out. Looking over the left shoulder. Good. One more deep breath. Good. Bring it all back to center. Good. And we're going to press both knees up. We're going to bridge, Squeeze your glutes. We're just gonna hold here for a couple breaths. Keep squeezing, keep lifting through those glutes. One more breath. Good, now lower down. Let both knees together fall over to the right, or the left, sorry. And looking over right shoulder one more time. Good, so you feel a little bit different place on the hip with that different knee positioning. It makes a difference in where it's stretching, but good. Now both knees together again, and we're just going to send them over to the right. Good, bring them back to center. Okay, squeeze your knees into your chest. Okay, so we're gonna roll up. All right, next up we have calves. So, grabbing your roller, just stacking our legs one on top of each other. We're just gonna roll over each one of them. We'll spend about a minute on each calf. So, I like to move my foot position and just make sure I'm rolling the belly of the calf, getting in from the sides of the muscle. It's okay if my butt's scooting on the ground a little bit, it's no problem. Good. 30 more seconds on this side. Yeah, my calves need a lot of love with all this running. I've been nothing crazy, but just like, you know, getting out for like a jog pretty much every day just because it's so nice thing to do to just get cardio and socially distance and all that stuff. So I kind of, whereas normally I'll be doing like the stairs or something different. So it's a little repetitive on the calves. Good. All right, so we're switching it up. If you want to give your wrists a shake or a roll, go for it. Whew. This one's getting a cramp on that side. Okay, this left one's tighter. I'm going to spend a little bit of time on it. Again, just rolling over, making sure getting the sides of the muscle. If your shoulders are getting tired, just shake them out a little bit and go back to it. Good, okay. Tossing that roller to the side. So we're just gonna do a little bit of down dog pedaling out for our calves. So we're propping up down dog position and just alternating, pressing that foot down to the floor. So just do these nice and slow so that you get a chance to really press that foot down. Good, it's hard to see, but yeah. Good. Now bend both knees and then straighten them both and press those heels down. Good. Good. 2 more times. Bend and straighten. Good, last time. Bend and straighten. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna do our 2 calf stretches. So we're stretching, I'm gonna use the side of the couch here. So bending into one knee, I'm stretching my left calf right now, pressing that heel down. And I'm pressing against the couch to really get that traction. Okay, now I'm feeling a much deeper stretch in that calf than I've been able to get recently. So it's like the combination of the rolling and then the gentle like stretching, like the pedaling out and down dog. And then now it's like ready for the deep one. So I'm gonna hold here and just keep this stretch. Good, 20 more seconds. Good, now bring that foot, prop it up on something. We're gonna do that other stretch. So it's a little hard, I have a hard time getting this stretch when I'm barefoot versus when I have shoes on. It's easier with shoes on. But you're gonna prop up and then pull yourself towards like the wall or, you know, the door jamb like we do at the gym. It's like prop up and then pulling yourself towards the surface. So we're getting that under muscle. Okay, cool. Back on the other side. Left or right leg goes back, so we're gonna stretch that right muscle and we're gonna hold here for a minute. Make sure you're just pressing through that heel. Really getting a deep stretch here. Breathe into it. Good. Okay, we got 20 more seconds. Keep taking nice deep breaths. Good, couple more breaths. Good. One more. Good, okay. Again, the door jamb foot stretch. Pulling, propping up and then pulling ourselves close to the surface. We're stretching that under muscle. Good, okay. Last muscle group we're gonna do is our lats. So this one, we're gonna come down on the roller and we're just gonna bring it on inside. I'm gonna actually move this towel out of the way. Okay, so we're gonna lay on our side. Arm is up. Make sure my cat is out of the way. Okay, and now we're just gonna start to roll behind that arm. Make sure we're just being careful of the chest and boob area. Good. Good, back of the shoulder. All of it, a little bit lower. Good. This muscle gets really tight. Good. Another 20 seconds just hitting this area. So we should be feeling this in our lats right now, and then the other muscle, the supraspinatus, that goes a little bit further down. So it's like that whole back of the arm area. Good. Couple more deep breaths. Good. One more. Good. Okay, switching sides. Okay, arm up. Good. So it takes a minute to find the position where it's like low enough to actually get a good roll, but oh yeah. Super tight thanks to my new pull-up bar. What's up? Oh my god, it's the best purchase ever. I've been like, every time I walk by my extra bedroom, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna do some pull-ups. Good, we're gonna do 10 more seconds on this side. So just rolling, loosen up that whole area. Good. One more deep breath. One more roll. Ah, awesome. Okay, roller goes to the side. Last stretch. So we're just gonna sit this direction, sending our arms up nice and tall. Reaching through that left arm. Try to get a little bit more height. And then with the right wrist, we're just gonna pull over to the right side. So it's okay if that elbow bends a little bit. Good. Switch sides. Reaching, grow tall. Good. And then across. Ah, so good. So good. Good, awesome. Okay, so bringing our hands behind us, we're gonna interlace our fingers, and we're just gonna keep our chest nice and tall, and we're actually pulling our fists, our bound together hands away from our body, and then we're just gonna start to bend forward. Good, now come up, and then right arm behind us, tricep stretch, palm flat on our back, and we're just gonna apply a little bit of pressure on that elbow just to help guide it a little bit further down our back. Good, switch it up. Left palm on the back, a little bit of gentle pressure. Awesome, good job. Yeah, save this video. So if you want to do some little bit of foam roller superset recovery or something, you'll know where to find it. Okay, bye, have a great day.